All right, guys, for breakfast, we're going to have a breakfast burrito as my son sneezes down there. And then also we're going to have hash brown from McDonald's as well, and apple for some actual healthy carbs. And then, yeah, that's what we're going to have for breakfast. And I mean, the hash brown is only 140 calories, so that's not really that bad. The breakfast burrito is, 300 calories, so 440 calories for that. And then apples, like 80 calories too, so not bad. Not bad at all. So today is back and by day, as you guys know, our pull day. So we're gonna start off first with some close grip lat pull downs. It'll be heavier than usual. And then we're going to superset that with some cable row with a lat pull down bar. Gonna do 3 or 4 sets. I'm very excited for this workout because, as you guys know, back is my favorite day of the week. So it should be a fucking fun, phenomenal, and challenging day. Just because it's cables doesn't mean we're not gonna go heavier. And it doesn't mean we're not gonna challenge ourselves. So let's get after it. Let's get these sets out the way. And then we'll move on to probably with my back exercise and then a bicep exercise. I'm not gonna do any rear delt or trap workouts today just because I'm getting a good amount of trap and rear delt exercises, or not exercises, but engagement with all these pulling movements anyway. So no need to overload it. We will do that next week, but let's go. My fucking forehead is looking hella big, but let's make our lats bigger. So as you guys can see, we're starting off heavier with the lat pull downs, and that's just because I'm trying to save time in the gym. Honestly, I don't got a lot of time. I gotta leave, so one way to save time in the gym is going a little bit heavier than you usually would. Going for reps between 8 to 10, maybe 12 at the most, just so you can get pretty much the same type of stimulus you would if you went with more reps and less weight. There's really no concrete way you have to train, especially with isolation exercises. You don't have to technically do lightweight and more reps. You can train heavier if you really want to. There's not a rule that says you can't. I know a lot of people get wrapped up in like if you're doing a machine or cables or whatever, you can't lift heavy. You should do light. It's better to do light. In reality, you're gonna do your lat pull downs with 8 to 10 reps. Totally fine. You do like quad extensions with 8 to 10 reps. Totally fine. You do not have to do light reps, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing heavier just to save time, but as you guys can see, everything's still the same. Form is still great. Still taking our time, trying to milk the stretch as much as possible. Full range of motion. We are not skipping out or just cutting it easy just because we're lifting heavier. Still trying to rep out as many reps as possible within reason and still have as perfect form as possible until we get to the end of our set. And then, towards the end of your set, you can kind of break form just a little bit to use momentum and use a little bit of English if you need to get a couple more reps out. But you shouldn't be doing that until the end of the set. And like I always tell you guys, if you're a strength competitor, a little bit different. You probably do sets of 1 or 2. You do reps 1 between 4 or 5. If you're trying to build muscle, guys, stay at the very lowest 6. At the very lowest 6. You go anything or anywhere lower than that, then you're doing more so strength rather than trying to build muscle. And also 2, trying to run 1 rep for max, or trying to just lift a whole bunch of heavy weight leads to injuries, or it makes you more prone to injury. So just gotta be careful with that. There's times and places that you can try to lift heavier and see if you can get 3 or 4 or 5 reps. There are times you can do that, but if your main goal is to build muscle, then you gotta just be careful with that. My goal is to build muscle. I'm not a strength competitor. I'm not a competitor when it comes to powerlifting or anything like that. I'm actually trying to build as much muscle as possible. So that's the main reason. And looking at my hands, I'm like, God damn, this shit is working out of my lats. I gotta turn around so you guys can see my hands. There we go with our next set of our close grip lat pull downs. And the main reason why I decided to do close grip today was just because getting a little bit of a better stretch and isolation of our lats. So anytime you see me do close grip, that's the main reason. The same thing with ninja grip to give you better lat activation as well. And I just think close grip is just very, very comfortable. A very comfortable lat pull down variation. Overhand, underhand, ninja grip, all great. But find which one that works best for you, do it, and then switch it up every 4 to 6 weeks just so you can have a new stimulus. So yeah, and then as you guys can see, doing some partial reps because at the end of our set, and still taking our time stretching out, not changing the eccentric part of the lift. Here we go. Cable rows, and my fucking lats on fire, and everything in me is doing my best to pull my elbows rather than my hands, because as you guys know, your forearms start to fatigue a lot with pulling moments. So it's well overdue for me to not or have to get some like wraps or something, so I can keep training harder than last time, like Gravy says. But yeah, great reps right here. Really taking it, milking it. That one was kind of short-changed a little bit, but trying to really get a great stretch. And as you guys can see, leaning forward as far as possible to get that full range of motion. Here we go, our last rep right here. So let's finish. All right, guys, I was gonna do a heavier movement. I could have been up a rows, but I don't feel like doing it today. So I'm gonna finish off the day with some pull-ups, and then we're gonna do some incline dumbbell curls to hit our biceps. I will give you guys a word of advice to help you not ego lift in the gym, to lift lighter and your heavier movements. What I just did was perfect. I did a couple exercises that were basically isolation exercises, so the lat pull down and the cable, more so lat focused isolation exercises. So me pre-fatiguing those muscles, one, it gets them ready to go for heavier movements like a bench over row, like a chest supported plated row. So my lats and my rhomboids and my traps are already warmed up and ready to go for those heavy movements. So I had to warm up with those exercises. And two, them already being pre-fatigued, I cannot lift as heavy as I originally would, which will be great because it takes away the ego lifting. And you're still going to get a great stimulus. You're still going to get great growth. Sorry, it's loud as hell in here because they have baseball over there. But it's still going to be a great stimulus, and it's still going to be, you're still going to make as much gains by lifting lighter weight, and it'll help you correct your form because you're not lifting as heavy too. So this is a word of advice. You can do isolation movements before you do your compound movements. You do not have to do the heavy movement first. That's not the case. I know a lot of people say that. If that's how you want to train, that's perfectly fine, but that's not a must. You do not have to do that. So we're gonna finish off these motherfucking pull-ups and these fucking curls, and then most likely we're done. We're gonna do some cardio and fuck out of here. But today's quick, efficient, back feels pumped up already, so you know what I'm saying? I feel good. And pull-ups. I'm not gonna lie, my lats are fucking totally cooked after doing those two exercises, but we're still gonna do as many pull-ups as we can and just still take our time, doing a great stretch, not doing half reps. See, a lot of people, when they do the pull-ups, they do half reps. So we're not doing no half reps in this video. We're going up as far as you can and taking our time on the way down and getting that full stretch at the bottom. And then, yeah, I think we got one more rep right here. And then moving on to our curls. Incline curls are just a great exercise for your biceps. The incline allows you to go further down, sit there for a second, fully lengthen that bicep out. This shit hurts. And also I started off a little bit heavier with these two just because I'm trying to save time as well. So you can also train your biceps heavy. You don't have to be totally terrified to train your biceps heavy. Make sure you have a decent amount of warm up and the biceps are already ready to go. And also do a way that you actually can, I can't fucking talk. I can't even, that wasn't a fucking word, but do a weight that you actually can do comfortably rather than try to do 3 or 4 reps and then saying, oh, I'm fucking big and strong, and then try to minimize as much swinging as possible when you're doing any core variation with dumbbells, because then it's taken away from your biceps and the isolation of your biceps. Now when you get towards the end of your set, you can swing a little bit, use a little bit of English to kind of help you get more reps. But I see too many people who are trying to fucking ego lift. They get the heaviest dumbbells possible and they swing the dumbbells and they're not even hitting the dumbbells anymore. It's becoming a fucking front delt exercise, and you don't want that. You want it to be a bicep exercise. So remember, do as many reps as possible with strict, as perfect form as possible. And then when you get towards the end, it's okay to use a little English. And as you guys can see from this angle, taking my time, not rushing it, going fully down, getting a full stretch of the biceps, and lengthening the portion, sit there for a second. And we're curling, and this shit fucking hurts. You can see from the look on my face, doing the sting face right there. And then here we go, one more rep, and then we're gonna move on to our last set of our pull-ups. And then ooh, shit, looks like it hurts. It did hurt. And I can't do as many pull-ups as I wanted, of course, the last success, because my back is already pretty fatigued. If I was doing these fresh, I'd probably be able to do about 15, 16, maybe a little bit more. But it's all good. Still great form. Going down, just getting a stretch, and I'm just trying to milk out as many as I can because I'm fucking totally done for right now. Only 3 exercises for our back, which is pretty nice, and 9 sets all together. So back is totally taken care of. Got 2 vertical movements and 1 horizontal movement with the cable curls. And here we go, our last set for biceps. And this is a lighter set. Everything we've done with the weights have definitely been a drop set. You guys know I love drop sets. So going down the weight, this is the lightest one. And here we go. Ooh, this shit looks like it burns, goddamn. Me looking at it right now, I just know how bad that hurt. This shit fucking hurt yesterday. Here we go. Almost done. Let's keep milking these suckers out. And, you know, I'm taking a little deep breath right there. I'm like, how many I got left? And then we're gonna do some partial reps right here because I can get all the way up. So don't forget to skimp out on the partials. Don't skimp those out, guys. Partials help with growth as well. But we're done. All right, guys, finishing off on that treadmill. It's a cardio. Quick and efficient day. Not gonna lie. I'm not mad about the, I don't say lack of volume I did, but the, you know, I did less volume than I usually do, which is totally fine. I still have a great pump in my arms, biceps, doing only 3 sets. I fucking feel focused on better daily length. And then, you know, I did go heavier on lat pull downs and heavier on the cable rows. So me doing that just made it more difficult. So I was allowed to do less reps and, you know, less sets and still, you know, kind of get a similar pump to when I go lighter and do more reps and more sets. So, you know, you can switch it up every now and then, you know, going heavier or going lighter, or more sets or less sets. Just really depends on, you know, how you want to train. So just want to let you guys know, like, super amount of volume isn't always what's most important. The intensity you do within the set is the most important thing. So let's finish this cardio and go get some lunch, shall we? So, and as you guys can see, we got some cane, some fries, some chicken, a piece of toast. This is our lunch. We just went grocery shopping, which took about an hour or so. Went to Walmart, then Costco. So we're starving. So we're gonna eat what we got. So at least we got some protein with the chicken, right? So I'm about to go train my client, or a couple clients I got to train today. And as a snack, as you guys can see, I got a Premier protein drink and a protein bar. And guys, it's important to get your protein in, and easy ways to do it, of course, is protein bars and protein shakes. This is, I can count, 53 grams of protein, so good protein source, and it's really low in calories as well too, so good snack choice before we go train. And dinner is some quesadillas, chicken quesadillas that we got from Costco. I didn't feel like cooking today, so I just got some chicken quesadillas, a little bit of sour cream, a little bit of guac, a little bit of sauce in there, and it's chicken and a little bit of, you know, 3 cheese mix. So yeah, this is our dinner for today. And you cannot forget our diet pop. Saves you so many fucking calories. 0 calories, guys. If you're trying to lose weight, switch to diet or 0 sugar. Most people, a lot of people get 30-40% of the calories through liquids. And if you can fucking just eliminate that all entirely, unless you're drinking like milk or something like that, do the 0 sugar. It's gonna, you know, help you lose weight, stay leaner. It's gonna help you in the long run. Most people are overweight because of pop.